I always loved the sea. When I was younger, we used to drive maybe half an hour to go to the beach. It was always at an arm's length for me, yet I always felt I never enjoyed it enough. I lived on the beach for a short period of time as well, but I always missed it. I would even use that Portuguese word, saudade, that for some reason isn't easily translated to other languages. Curiously, that word was born in the sea. Portugal used to be a country of sailors and ships, and discoveries and fishermen, and saudade sprouted from the sailors' chests when they were gone at sea for too long. The ones that stayed, longing for their return, would also express it in the shape of tears. War on the other side of the sea was, at some point, also a fountain of that bitter and sour liquid. Leaving home, I felt I needed to take one last glance at the sea. I remembered something I read a while back. To say goodbye to each other is to deny separation. It is like saying, today we play at separating, but we will see each other tomorrow. The same sea that created the word is now the target of my own saudade. What I really miss from it are the feelings of peace, joy, calmness, and most of all, the certainty that, standing before such greatness, I am but a simple man trying to live my life as best as I can. The paradoxical truth that such simple and common beings such as ourselves can enjoy such beauty. That denial from Jorge Luís Borges was enough to hold back the sadness and march on to new and unexplored territories. After a bit of rain, I took a short break before we started going up the mountain to rest and check out the view of the river. The first destination after entering the national park of Peneda-Gerês was a viewpoint called Pedra Bela. Despite the fog, it opened a bit for us to be able to see the Caldo River, as well as its reservoir in the village. I took some shots from the high viewpoints, checking how the light was changing before me as we approached the sunset. The best ones I got were these where the sun managed to get through the stubborn clouds that didn't fancy to let it peak anymore. Coming here to Gerês at this time of the year is the true definition of peace, especially when there's weather like this, because usually people run away from this, but this is honestly for me the most beautiful weather to visit these kinds of places. But it's gonna be sunny in 2 days, so just today and tomorrow. The weather is like this, with some fog, some rain. But this was probably one of the reasons that made me want to come today, because look at this. I decided to soak it all in while I made some dinner. All the driving and hiking got me feeling kind of hungry. The rain was gentle enough to give me a rest as I cooked dinner. This basically marks the beginning of this series, Aimless, a concept and an idea that I've had for a couple of years. It really is, and it really was for quite some time, a dream of mine to be able to travel and search for inspiration and beauty, and in the end of it all, to search for myself and to discover myself. So this is really a very important step, a big step for me. And starting this here, like this, in this environment and in this landscape, I don't think I could have asked for a better start for this. So I'm blessed for having discovered my passion, which is making these videos, making photographs. Maybe the tears I held back at sea are now the ones raining down on me. I'm not the one to be spooked so easily, and I enjoy the mood and landscape before me. After we spent the night on some heavy rain and dense fog, we decided to spend the next day in the town nearby to get some work done. Getting Wi-Fi signal in these mountains is no easy task. We managed to find a library to spend the day until the weather gave us a break. We were suddenly on the road again, the sun peaking and our hearts pounding with the thought of new discoveries and adventures to come.